Welcome everybody. We are going to learn subject Machine Drawing 1. Earlier year you must have learnt Engineering Graphics in two parts, Engineering Graphics 1 and Engineering Graphics 2. This year, second year, we are going to learn Machine Drawing 1 and the next semester is Machine Drawing 2. Now what is installed in this particular subject, Machine Drawing? Let us see that. First of all, let us first find out why we learn drawing at all. Why engineers learn drawing. Now one thing is very clear. Engineers are going to make something. They are going to make some products, some objects, some devices, some machines, some instruments. Like even if you see civil engineers, they are constructing bridges, buildings, etc. So all these physical things, they have their own shapes and size, dimensions, etc. So we are supposed to visualize what is going to be made. So before the things are made, you have to visualize them. After visualizing, you have to draw them. After drawing, somebody is going to look at your drawing and make those parts. So that is the normal sequence that takes place. So for an engineer, it is always most important thing to imagine how the objects look like, how the objects will look like in future. So they should be able to perceive the shapes and sizes of the objects. In order to happen all these things, we are supposed to improve or build our imagination. So that's why in the engineering courses, this drawing subject is taught. And it is taught in such a manner that students are gradually taken up the ladder, one step at a time, to a level where at one point of time they start imagining how the objects are going to look like just by looking at their drawings, or vice versa. If the object is there, you should be able to draw the object, and once the object is drawn on paper, if you show that drawing to somebody who understands the drawing, the person can understand what the object is by looking at the drawing which is prepared. So in other words, drawing becomes a language. Just like a conventional language, suppose I write one line and show it to somebody, the person reads that line and person comes to know what I want to say by reading that particular line. So something similar, when I'm looking at some object, drawing that object in the form of a drawing and showing that drawing to somebody, the person who understands the drawing language will look at that drawing and understand what that object is all about. So that is basically what is supposed to happen for engineers. And that is the reason why we learn. Now if you just go back and recollect what we have learned in your Engineering Graphics 1 and 2, what you have learned, you will find that initially we started with all the simple geometrical constructions, how to draw lines, how to draw arrows, what are the drawing conventions, first angle projection, third angle projection, so on. After that is learned, then we started with imagining how to draw a point in space. So if you remember, there was a concept of planes, horizontal plane and vertical plane. So horizontal plane and vertical plane was creating first quadrant. In the quadrant there is point P, suppose, kept. If you look at point P in the front view, how it will be seen. If you look at the same point from the top view, how it is seen. So you have drawn XY line and you have marked the front view and top view of the point. So you started with imagining how a point looks if it is put in space. After that point, you have connected all the points and form a line of points. All the points are aligned one behind another and a set of these points become a line. So then next thing was, you have started imagining how a line looks if it is drawn in space, how that line looks from the front side, from the top, from the right side, from the left side, and so on. So you started with point, then you started imagining line, then you started imagining, next thing is plane. Because if you collect all the so many lines and put them one beside another, then all the set of lines will form a plane. So next thing was to imagine how to draw a plane, how to imagine a plane if it is kept in space. So from point to line, line to plane. Now if you form a set of planes, if you put one plane on top of another and form a stack of planes, then it becomes a solid. So then we started imagining how a solid looks. So imagine a box is kept in space and you start looking at that box from the front side, from the right side, from the top side, from the left side, and so on, and how it looks. That you draw on paper, that becomes the projections of a box. So we developed our imagination starting from point, line, then plane, then solid. Then we have seen some geometrical objects were imagined, like hexagonal pyramid, square pyramid, pentagonal pyramid. Then there were prisms, hexagonal prisms, pentagonal prisms. So we have imagined that there are prisms, there are pyramids, and what happens when the prisms and pyramids, they are kept in HP, if they are kept in VP, if they are tilted, how they look, how their top view changes when they are tilted, and so on. So when we do all this, we have also drawn a development of surfaces. Then we have seen what happens when the solid is cut, sections of solids. So in the process, we have started imagining how these objects will look in different conditions. And then we have built our imagination, process of imagining how the parts are. Then we have taken you to missing views. Then you can see that there were some objects. Then the objects you have drawn from front side, top side, some figures, some solid objects. Now those objects were, sometimes they were real objects, sometimes they were just objects made for the purpose of understanding the subject. So those objects you have imagined what they are. Then you have drawn their views. Then you have drawn their sectional front view, sectional top view, etc. So that is how we have gradually progressed step by step in last 2 semesters. And we have come up to missing views. In this semester, what we are going to learn, we are going to take the same thing further ahead. In this semester, we are learning projections of solids, which you have done last time. Suppose, for example, square pyramid. Square pyramid means it has got a base as a square and it has got an apex. Now this square pyramid, if you put it in HP and if you tilt it, how it will look, that you already done. This semester we are going to learn to tilt that solid inclined to HP. Suppose this is the axis of the pyramid. So you tilt it inclined to HP, which you know, and then tilt it so that now inclined to VP also. So now it is inclined to HP as well as VP. How it will be drawn, how it will be seen. So that is going to take you to next level of imagination, which is there in this semester, which is called as projections of solids inclined to both planes. Earlier it was inclined to just one plane. Now it is inclined to both planes. So that is going to be one of our topics. So like that, there will be different topics. We are going to learn auxiliary projections. We are going to learn intersection of solids. So when there is one solid and it is intersected by another solid, how do we draw that? That is called the intersection of solids, another topic which is there. We are having missing views. Again, it is same like last time, but of an advanced type, which again we are going to learn. After missing views, there are many different topics. They are coming under freehand. I'll just list down what are the different topics which we are going to learn. Before that, just to bring to your notice, this is a kind of exercise book which we will make use of, which is containing all the different exercises on different topics. Okay. Now when we go on learning those topics, I'll be sending you the photos of this particular pages of this particular book, and from that we are going to solve different problems. So I'll just show you first the index which are right here. Index is this, different topics which are there, and then we will proceed with different topics. So the topics are like this. Projections of solids. This is projections of solids inclined to both planes. So the difference is both. Compared to last year what you have done, now we are going to learn how the solids will look when they are inclined to both planes. We will solve certain problems on this. Then intersection of solids. Intersection of solids is one more topic. Again, we will have so many problems we will solve under this topic. Then there is something called as missing views. We will prepare different number of drawings under this topic, missing views. Then there are set of topics which are covered under freehand, and many topics are there. like types of bolts, types of nuts. I am writing here as freehand. Freehand topic, types of nuts. So like types of nuts, there are 8-9 different topics are there. And all these 8-9 topics, we are going to draw them by freehand sketches. That means while preparing drawing sheet on this particular topic, we are not going to use any instruments. You are just using your pencil and eraser, that's all. With the help of just a pencil, you are going to prepare the drawings. That is called as freehand drawing. Now what are we going to learn by preparing freehand drawings? Why do we draw freehand drawings? Now see here, when we, let's say when we start working as professionals, as let's say as mechanical engineers, that means when you start professionally working on your assignments, many times it happens that you need to draw figures. Maybe like figures we are drawing on in the outdoor condition. That means away from your drawing office, where there is no desk, no drafter, no instrument available to you. You have gone somewhere just with your pencil and paper, and you have observed certain machine, and you wanted to draw a sketch of that machine for some reason. So in that case, it is a requirement that you are supposed to draw the objects without any instruments also at some point of time. So that particular practice of drawing objects without any instruments, that is what we are going to learn when we are going to draw objects by freehand. So freehand topics are such, we are having 8-9 different topics coming under freehand. Now while preparing freehand drawings, like for example, types of nuts is a topic, we are preparing it by freehand. What are we going to learn here? One thing is, as I just now said, one thing is we are going to learn how to draw the figures without instruments, that means freehand. So we learn how to draw by freehand, that is one thing we'll learn. Second thing is we are learning the topic itself. This topic is types of nuts. So when we learn this topic, we'll come to know what are the different types of nuts. So we'll be discussing what these different types are, what are the names of different nuts, what do they do, what is their function, and so on. So all the different topics like this which are there, which you are going to prepare freehand drawings, those topics are going to teach you two things. One is a practice of drawing by freehand, and the second thing is the topic itself. There are many topics like this. Types of nuts, there's types of bolts, types of foundation bolts, types of set screws, types of keys are there, types of couplings are there, welded joints are there. So all the different topics which are there, those topics we are going to prepare their drawing sheets in the form of freehand, and we are learning those topics also. That is what is called as a set of drawings. So like that, there are different topics, and under each topic we are drawing different sheets. So roughly we prepare around 25 sheets. So our term work, you can say, our term work will finally consist of a folder consisting of drawing papers, and those drawing papers will be around 25 different drawing papers containing all the different exercises. There is one more topic which is I left here, that is auxiliary views. Auxiliary views is also one more type of exercise which we are going to carry out, where the objects will be drawn. When you are seeing the objects, in addition to the usual views, you are seeing from front, you are seeing from top, you are seeing from sides, and you are also seeing at some angle. That is called an auxiliary view. So such objects also we are going to learn how to draw auxiliary views. So this comprises our syllabus, and when we are going to prepare the exercises, we are going to make use of this kind of a reference book, which consists of where we are assembled, we have collected drawings from various places, put them together, and then we are making use of this as a reference book, which we are going to prepare. We are going to prepare our drawings with the help of these reference books. So that was some brief information about what machine drawing 1 is going to be for this semester. Next semester we are going to one more step higher. That is called as machine drawing 2, where we are going to learn some more things, some more techniques. We are going to learn isometric projections of advanced type. They are called as advanced isometric projections. And then we are going to go, again there are similar freehand sketches and after that will come the real topics which are going to be of our use. They are the topics for which, for understanding those topics, we are learning all the things. What are those topics? Those I am talking about next semester, Machine Drawing 2. These topics are preparation of assembly drawings from detailed drawings, preparation of detailed drawings from assembly drawings. Now these are the core things for which we are learning everything. All the drawing which we are learning. Graphics 1, first semester. Graphics 2, second semester. Machine Drawing 1, third semester. Machine Drawing 2, fourth semester. So the drawing which you are learning in these 4 semesters is really speaking learnt for the purpose of understanding what is called as how to prepare assembly drawings and detailed drawings. Because finally when you start working as a professional mechanical engineer, that time we are going to handle drawings of machines which are in the form of detailed drawings and assembly drawings. You are not going to see solids, projections of solids, what we have done here, what we are going to do here. Hexagonal pyramid, pentagonal pyramid, etc. Development of a surface of a pentagonal pyramid. That is what we have done here. Projections of points, lines we have done. They are not the things which you are going to see in the industry when you start working. When you go to the industry, you are going to see machines. And those machines will be shown to you in the form of the drawings, which are the detailed drawings, which are the assembly drawings. So in order to make you come to the level of understanding the detailed drawings and assembly drawings, we are supposed to prepare all the background. So all the work which we are going to do, which we have done in first semester, Graphics 1, Graphics 2, Machine Drawing 1 and half part of Machine Drawing 2. That means next semester, fourth semester, when we start Machine Drawing 2, during that time, let's say 50%, first 50% duration of Machine Drawing 2, you are building yourself like this. And then the last half of the Machine Drawing 2, next semester Machine Drawing 2, last half, that is the time when we are really going to work on the real drawings which you are going to face in the industry. They are the assembly drawings and detailed drawings. Those things will come to know, we'll see when we go to the next semester. And that is how we are building ourselves, we are preparing ourselves, we are learning the language that is called as a language of drawing. This is how the whole thing is. So this semester, these are the topics. Now, since right now we are preparing the, we are working in the online mode. Instead of the classroom mode, we are working in the online mode. We have got certain limitations. What we will be doing is, instead of starting in this sequence, see, normally we start with this sequence. This time what we do is, we will begin with freehand sketches. Because these are the topics which you can prepare without any instruments. Only what you need to know is, you need a drawing sheets. Probably you may not get drawing sheets. Maybe you can go for A3 size drawing book which is available. And in those drawing books, you can prepare these drawings which are coming under freehand sketches. So that kind of exercises we are going to carry out to start with. So when we next time meet, that time we are going to work on first exercise, that is types of nuts, as our first drawing sheet. Okay, thank you very much.